Hello guys, DJParson here, and we're here for another game of Through the Ages. I already started the game, so you don't have to wait, you can just load it as you can see. The rules are digital again, we have a random mix and Super Blitz against weiwei. And we're gonna load it and see, we have the first turn, and we can start right now. So let's see, we want either Engineering Genius or maybe Pyramids. Let's see which wonders are in the game. There's Library, so we don't necessarily want Pyramids. Engineering Genius, always very good, so I'm going to take that. I also don't have to take a leader, there are enough good leaders here. So let's give him the chance to play and see what we have in the game. So some really good leaders, I think, of HA and H1. Let's actually see what he died. He takes the Pyramids and Hippocrates. So let's see, yeah, we get the library. Very well. So, do we want Hammurabi or Aristotle? I'm personally not a big fan of Aristotle and prefer Hammurabi even after the nerf that he got. So, I'm gonna take him, play him, and then build one mine, one population, and we can take urban growth, really good. We want to build philosophy next turn anyway. So yeah, very happy right now with the game. Let's see when we get library. Maybe next turn for 2, or yeah, maybe we have to take it. We probably have to take it next turn for 2. Let's see what it takes. Growth. Place Hippocrates. And that's that. So library is here now, and we can't not take it because it will be gone in the next turn. So skip politics first, take the library, and then we want to build one lab, and we have 2 more. We can't take monarchy. Obviously it's very good with Hammurabi to get an early government change, so I'm gonna take theocracy. I don't know if I would prefer monarchy. Personally I really like theocracy. We have to get the 5th civil action somehow, maybe with Code of Laws. That's a really good combo, because theocracy gives so much more than monarchy, like the one culture, one strength, one happy face. I like all 3 of those very much, and monarchy obviously only gives you the one civil action instead. And theocracy is cheaper. With revolution not that much, but still, one science is one science. So let's see if he takes a monarchy. Takes iron and one of those urban growth. Yeah. So let's see again, we can't play politics. That's a problem with Hammurabi sometimes. But yeah, we probably want to finish our library. And then we want to increase our population, because next time we want to play theocracy with a revolution. And then we can also go for Code of Laws in the same turn and use another one of our actions. So yeah, I think this is really good. Then we have the raiders. It's probably okay to go for these strength dependent cards with theocracy. Okay, gain 2. We have to see if we can play next turn without end it without corruption. So we revolt, played Code of Laws, and then we can increase our population, get 3 more blue tokens and don't have corruption. So we don't want to play politics right now, because if we get even 1 resource we have to somehow spend it. He takes the knights, builds, he's still only at 1 science. We had 3, so I prefer that. So I said we want to skip the politics for now, play theocracy with the revolution, play code of laws, and yeah, increase our population. We could build another philosophy lab, but I'm happy with 3 science production right now, so I'm gonna increase the population. Plays really fast, so we haven't had that much time to see what leaders and wonders are in the game. Okay, so wonders. I'm a big fan of Himeji Castle. St. Petersburg is still very strong, but Himeji Castle is really good for the late game. In the end, there are most of the time, or often, there's 1 or 2 big wars in the end, and if you can get the bonus from the Himeji Castle, is really good. Let's see which leader we want. Not my favorites in here. Probably won't have anything for Da Vinci, because we have the library, so we don't really need alchemy, and also don't want really printing press. So yeah, maybe Isabella for the resource production. Barbarossa, maybe. We have enough military actions. Okay, let's see. It takes. Okay, he tries to go for really good like production, really good economy. Yeah, I think we can play the way it does. Development of planning, nice. Can we see before which ones we get? Yeah, science, trade routes, religion. So religion, obviously. Sadly, we can't develop anything with 1 less science because we have nothing in hand. So what do we want? I don't know. We get the temple already. So yeah, maybe raise our population and here build that like that. And then maybe we go for the universities. We have so much resources. We also could go for military. Take this, build 2 steps. Yeah, lots of science. We have the resources. Could also go for Michelangelo. Yeah, I think we might try that instead. So if we take Michelangelo, replace Samurai, yes, use it, and then we can take this one for 1 less. Build these 2 and take the knights. Obviously Michelangelo doesn't give us a lot of culture production, but Michelangelo is really strong anyway, because he gives us civil actions, because you don't have to pay extra for the wonders. There are a lot of good wonders, like I will also take 1 of these, no problem. Yeah, so, and he also gives us 1 resource for each wonder we take. So I think it was a good choice. Let's see, is Engineering Genius still? Yeah, also Engineering Genius is still in the game. So let's see if we can get that. And also the others aren't that good. Yeah, I'm happy with Michelangelo for now. Next turn we're gonna finish this and then go for some resources, maybe. Like, we don't have that much production. Let's also see if he goes for military soon. Doesn't look like it. He still wants more production. Okay, so no politics, sadly. So I'm gonna skip. Finish this off. Yeah, we can take the engineering genius because we need resources and not much else to get. We can also take patriotism because it's 2 resources and we want to build some military sooner or later, like the knights with this tactic. Right now neither of us is building military, so I'm fine with that. We have 5 culture production already, and we can discard these. So 1 territory, really nice. We have 3 colonization cards. Also we drew a lot of tactics. Let's see, yeah, all those we got. And I really would like Image Castle next. Can take it for 1 because of Michelangelo. It's not that expensive, 9. I mean, okay, that is expensive actually, but only 2 actions, and it will increase our culture production again, give us some safety, and that is always my favorite, having culture production and being safe. And he's still at 0, so he has to catch up a lot. But yeah, it's 2 different styles it seems. He goes for big economy, not lots of science. We also have 5 science production, so we can take warfare maybe. And later, okay, let's see what he does. He takes Leonardo, even though he doesn't have alchemy. But he has to take a leader. I don't know why he took Leonardo. He doesn't need the resources from Leonardo and doesn't get anything for science. Maybe he's planning ahead and wants to take alchemy next turn. So we want to play this and get resources. Also we want irrigation probably. We also want Image Castle. Can we actually finish this? Yeah, we can. So with lots of strength, really nice sound. And we can't build anything else, so we're gonna take Breakthrough. It's always a nice card. And we can throw away these. So actually we also can take St. Peter's Basilica next turn if we want, if he doesn't take it. But obviously it costs 3 for him and will only cost 1 for us next turn. Also there's Engineering Genius, so yeah, if you can get this, I will gladly take it. Then we have 4 wonders already. Maybe then we can change our leader really fast. I like the Louvre. The Ocean Liner Service is also good. We have enough science production, I think, so we don't need the Harvard College. Also I'm not a big fan of it. And Suez Canal is very dependent on the colonies we draw. SARS, a new tactic. Nice to have, definitely. Okay, he has lots of resources. Now he goes for science. Good choice. But we have strength also. Actually, it's very risky what he does. Maybe. I don't know his cards, but still we could play the aggression. We would be at... This one doesn't give us a strength bonus, only one, because we don't have big units, so we could sacrifice these. We could try it. We could also play this and maybe see if we can get raiders or inhabited territory. Both are good for us. It's the culture. It's pretty safe. So yeah. And then we can bid everything. And we win. Nice. Okay, we can actually see how much he also bid for. Meaning he has 3 in hand. Because he only has 1. So he has a +2 colonization from this and 1 of this. So aggression would have failed very badly, so this is really good. Okay, I'm gonna take the St. Peter's and the engineers and then develop the knights. Build some knights like this. Do we want anything else? Could take breakthrough. Actually could also go for cavalryman. Yeah, maybe I like that better than the knights. Build like this. Yeah, this looks good. The cavalrymen of course are very good for H3 tactics, so we can go for this tactic in H2, and then in H3 we can switch to this tactic, the mechanized army, or I don't know, can go for shock troops if you get it. Of course, not very, only one tactic in the pool, and he gets the raiders. Not a big problem for him, because he has so much resources and food. Let's see, maybe he goes for team sports or organized religion. Our plan now is military. Maybe it was a bit greedy going for St. Peter's as well. 8 resources, sadly we have 7 only. Let's see, who do we want? Any of those? As Bach is too greedy, because we are already at 7 culture production, he's at 0, so I'm not a big fan of Maria Theresa. Also, we are not the weakest. James Watt, we could go for James Watt, but only if we get coal, and we would have to get coal first, because we can't take James Watt and then don't get coal, then he doesn't do anything. Could wait for Napoleon, even though we want to stay with our cavalryman, so he's not that good for us if we only have one type of unit. And else Darwin, no, not very good leaders. Probably wait for Napoleon. What does he do? He goes for an arena. Okay. Still there's 0 production. And we can play something. Let's see what he put in. Vast territory. Ooh. And he will get it. Yeah. We have a lot of science, so you might want to take navigation. Would have been good if we got it earlier, but we didn't. So we can play patriotism and build one of those. Play the tactic, and he has to step up his military. We can take with nationalism, so it's not that easy for him. We can increase our population, and then yeah, I'm not gonna take one of those. Maybe navigation and play it. So we're going for lots of military right now. We have aggressions in hand, so maybe we can Oh, and also the wars, these are really nice. It's very unlikely that he will get stronger than us in the next turn. So we can either play an aggression or a war. Yeah. We have to finish our St. Peter's Basilica in, yeah, maybe 2 turns. So we have to build 1 step and then build 1 step with Engineering Genius. So we need 4 resources. So we can't spend all our resources next turn. Okay, he goes from Maria Teresa. Oops, the knights. Increases population again. There's so much population here. Oh, I think we can. Oh, and also corruption, yeah. I think we can play an aggression. Also, we can go for Napoleon. So, either aggression or war. We have this aggression, which is really nice. We can destroy those two, get a lot of resources. And the war, we can still play the war next turn. So I like this. Also, we don't need to put them in a castle. It would put us at 18, but it's too expensive. We don't need that. He can't defend anyway. Yeah. Oh, and we can destroy those two. It's cheaper than them, so we want to destroy 2 alchemy and get lots of resources. So we can finish St. Peter's Basilica. We don't want these wonders, else we could take one, but we have now colony in hand, so it's very risky to take the Suez Canal. But we can take some yellow cards and have to spend something, so we can go irrigation and build 1. It's fine, we don't need these yellow cards. The turn, next turn we can take Napoleon. Also we would really like to get strategy, because we have so much science and we don't have a way to spend it right now. So let's see, yeah, strategy would be nice, architecture. These blue cards are always very strong if you have too much science, because you don't need resources for them obviously, only the science. We have the theocracy already, so the constitutional monarchy becomes worse. And we don't actually need the happy face, because we have St. Peter's Basilica. 1 strength is always nice, but not a must-have, and 1 culture, okay. So we definitely could go for the constitutional monarchy. And he has lots of population and lots of food, but not much he can spend his. Yeah, he could play more knights, but he doesn't have that much, that many military actions. So he could go for constitutional monarchy. Also, he has to rebuild some of his labs. He's at 0 science production right now. This game is looking very good for us. Also, we had 50 plus 11 culture, and he's at 7 plus 0. Yeah, if we take a look here, we are same civil actions, we are ahead military actions, we are ahead happy faces. He's ahead in population, he can build a lot of stuff right now. We have so many wonders, and yeah, he's ahead in his economy, but not in science and culture. So he's taking his time. You can see what we would do. He could copy this tactic, but okay, he takes, develops monarchy and cannon, builds knights and one more knights, no, builds an H lab. And that's all. Don't know why he didn't copy our tactic. So let's see, we definitely could play another aggression and take away his leader. It's very unlikely that he... Okay, you would need one, you would need 2 colonization or strength cards. Right, no, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1 would be enough, so we could declare a war over territory. That's probably better. Also, there's strategy. We can, yeah, problem is then we don't get Napoleon. Strategy is better for us. And we can actually build another of these. Yeah, I said that we don't get Napoleon, but I think strategy is more important. And then we can, I don't know, which land or journalism. Journalism is very good card if you have the resources. We don't have the resources. So maybe I'm gonna take which land. We need any resource we can get our hand on. So yeah. Pretty sad to lose Napoleon, but Napoleon would only give us 2 strength and 1 military action. Strategy 3 and 2. And yeah, I mean he has no science to develop the strategy. So maybe we could have waited, but then he could have taken it. Interesting. Maybe we should have taken Napoleon. Now we can get Shakespeare. But Shakespeare is meh. Also maybe we will lose Michelangelo now. Yeah, but we are still looking very good. We have the war going, which we will win. If we want, we can then also use the magic castle. Okay, more resources for him, but also for us. Actually, if we still have Michelangelo next turn, we can take ocean liner service. Because when we lose Michelangelo, obviously it will be very expensive to take another wonder. We don't have, yeah, we can only take 1 more, and then we wouldn't have any civil actions to even take a wonder. So if we can use Michelangelo one last time, we definitely will. Overall, I'm very happy with what Michelangelo did for us. Gave us 3 resources and lots of actions, and yeah, some culture. Yeah. He's again taking his time. There's a lot of resources he can use, so he could play 3 more knights. And then the question is what tactic he will use. Also he has to pay 2 military actions to copy ours. So then he can only build 2, so he can't fulfill it 3 times. If we look here, we have lots of different sources of our strength, which I always like. Like we have Magic Castle, obviously, still a big fan of this wonder. One from Theocracy, from Strategy, and from our Cavalryman. Also we need only just one cavalryman more, so we fulfill this tactic again. So we can declare another war next turn. If we want. Which we probably will. Problem is it's war over technology, and he doesn't have any technology we can take and only little production. But yeah, we will see. When he plays, he's taking his time with a reserve, but he's in the game, so maybe he's just thinking. Yeah, increases again and again. Yeah, he has so many populations he can use. Okay, now we can build one more. If he got the tactic, does he even? No. Yeah, he didn't draw any good tactics, but that's yeah, he only had 2 military actions for most of the game. Do we want to put the one here? Yes, for 1 yellow token and 3 culture. I think we want to. You see, he doesn't need them really, but we can definitely use anything. Okay, yeah, skip the politics. Actually, we can declare another war, but it's not worth much. But anyway, why not? And then we can build. Wait, wanted to play. We have nationalism first. Build this 2 times. We have 28. Then we want to take the ocean line of service. Charles Darwin. We don't have labs and libraries, so no. We can take Shakespeare. Do we want to play him now? Michelangelo will score us 3 culture. Yeah, so we're gonna wait with Shakespeare. 1 civil action we would get back for 3 culture, is a very good deal. So we can upgrade these. Then we have corruption, so we can instead either do it without. Yeah. Maybe we can get coal, and we have the rich land, so we can next turn build coal. Again we have this war. Maybe it's a bit risky, but I want him to spend his resources on military. Also, he didn't have a good tactic last turn, he didn't draw any cards, so there's no way that he has a good tactic now. He doesn't have enough for the cannons, and we force him to invest more into military. Or maybe not, maybe he can... Oh, will they totally? Okay, the problem is we declared this war. So if we do it like this, we only have 21 strength. So I think we have to pass, sadly. But he really needs science, so we can't lose this war to get resources. We would love the resources, but yeah. Okay, so he has a lot of resources now. Maybe he wins the war anyway, but with bad units he builds, so no problem. Okay. So all the resources he just got, he has to invest in military again. Or he doesn't have to, he can only lose 4 science. So maybe he will just lose the war. We can go for democracy next turn if we want. The question is it too greedy? We are so ahead in culture anyway that the only way we can lose is by military. So maybe it would be better if we get like fundamentalism. Yeah. With Shakespeare I don't think we will really use him. Don't see a way. Problem is we have to have a library and theaters. We have neither right now, so okay, revolutionary idea. Excuse me. So he actually will win the war. But only for 3 science, so he can't steal our blue cards. Actually we can sacrifice 1 and he doesn't get anything. Do we want that? I don't think so. Yeah, he can have the 3. Don't know if this was a good move or not. Not sure. Okay, now we have to skip. We can take the coal, develop it, and build a coal mine. And also the efficient upgrade, so we can build another coal mine next turn. Yeah. Now let's see if we get any good tactics. Obviously this shock troops would be really good now, but we would need the modern infantry and the tactic. So let's see if we can get it. If not, I'm honestly fine with this tactic. Like we have almost the same strength, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units, and we have 4. That's pretty okay. Let's see what strategy he will use to gain some culture. Maybe he will go all for the war. So next turn we probably want to take Winston. It's very good in our situation. Anything else? Not really. Like best would maybe be Gandhi would be not he has lots of military actions if he takes the military theory. Okay, he goes for computer labs. Doesn't look like he wants the war. So we can skip politics, and we wanted to take Churchill. And we wanted another coal mine. And now we have corruption, so basically have to increase the population. Next turn, 8, 9, 10. We have more than 10. So next turn we can finish this. It's pretty late for the ocean liner service, but maybe we don't have to build it. It only cost us one action to take it, and we got a resource as we took it. So we don't need these. Now with Winston we are at basically 11 culture production again. And he's still at 0, so he has what, 3 or 4 turns left to gain, yeah, 100 culture. Maybe we should have taken the military theory to shut down his military plans if he has any. Yeah, I should probably have taken the military theory instead of, I don't know. Winston's also good. I don't think he can threaten us even with military theory. But it's like his only option, and we should have taken it away. Oh, Impact of Wonders. That's really nice for us. But like right now the Magic Castle is strong again. Not only because 2 culture and 2 military, but also defending. So he always has to keep in mind that we can defend with more than we have. Like we can get another 6 strength for war, and 6 strength is like in the war over cultures 6 culture, so a swing of 12 culture. So I think Magic Castle is one of the best new wonders. Yeah, we should have taken that away. I don't think it will be a problem, but should have taken it away anyway. Like now we want to play the Impact of Wonders. Okay, I can choose, and what do we not need? I don't know. He can't use resources. Maybe we do finish the wonder, but we also want fundamentalism. So I'm just gonna pay him 3 resources. And then take fundamentalism. Develop it. Then we want modern infantry to take it away. Or for our shock troops if you get it. Also we had very low science production now, so we want revolutionary idea. And then maybe we will build just another cavalryman, so we don't have corruption. Again, same strength. If we keep up with strength, then he can't use his resources to gain culture, so it's fine. This big problem is obviously no really good tactic for him. Develop territory, yeah, we want to bid for that. Oh, he bets quite a lot. Let's see if it has many cards, or if he has to send more than 1 troop. Yeah, okay, 2 knights building an army. Let's see, impact of agriculture. Yeah, can definitely play that. And we can also, yeah, we're probably gonna let this one go. Doesn't mean necessarily that it was a bad move to take it. It didn't cost much. It doesn't block us because we can't take a wonder anyway, really, because it's so expensive. And it was a good option to have, I feel. It was pretty late in the game, and we spent our resources for military production. Takes Air Force. using the cannons. So we will build cannons as well. So yeah, the mistake we did was we let him have military theory. But it's no problem, I think. Okay, we can play agriculture, yeah, it's culture for us. Vast territory, okay. Can definitely bet or bid some stuff. I don't really need it that much, so I want him to get it, but he has to pay a lot. But he doesn't want it, okay. So we take it anyway. Can increase quite often. Can go for Air Force. Yeah, I'm gonna use Churchill like this, so it's cheaper. And we double our tactic. Else we want, we can take reserves. We can throw away the wars, we can't use them again anyway, because next turn will be our last turn. And this is his last chance to declare war. He has quite a lot of resources, especially with military build-up, reserves, 13 resources anywhere here, and 3 military actions for the war, so he has 4, so he can build 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, but he also needs a population, so we can build easily 1 Air Force and 1 cannon. That will give him 14 for the tactic, 3 and 5, so 18, 22. Yeah, if he gets to 65, then he can maybe fulfill the tactic again. That would put him at 65 to 73, no 72 plus 6, 80. He can maybe go to 80, around 80. We have not that many resources. Can play reserves and build 2 more knights, cavalrymen, which will give us 4, 6, 10. And we have the castle giving us another 5 plus 3. Yeah, we can maybe go to 70, so no problem. Should have taken the military theory, but it's not gonna cost us the game. So that's something to always keep in mind. We really like to get Churchill and everything else we did in the turn, but it would have been more important to get military theory, even if we don't want to develop it. You always have to keep in mind what your opponent wants, and he definitely wanted military theory. Yeah. Okay, we got impact of colonies, but we don't want to play that. Also, I don't want to play impact of science, so we probably won't do politics. Let's see weiwei what you can do. If you can go up to 80. No, it's pretty expensive, but he has lots of resources. Like you would need 3 of those, 1 of those, 15, 23, 22. You can do that easily. Yep, declared war and it's military build-up. Reserves. Okay, reserves for food. One Air Force. Rifleman. Okay, it's 78, yeah. Okay. H4, final turn. Skip the politics. And we want to build one of those. Yeah, we don't have, sadly we don't have enough for more even with Churchill. So we can do like this. 61. Sadly not more. So we can then take some stuff. Is there anything he would like? Maybe engineering. There's lots of science, so take away blue cards, it's always good. Multimedia, you can take that one if you take this, so movies. Yeah, and the rest doesn't really matter. Okay, we can play this. So at 70, he gets 14, not enough. Now he can play an aggression, because we lost our air force and can't defend. But again, this castle just gave us +8, so yeah, we said it can't, right? No way. Like this, concede. Yeah, play this aggression. Like I said, the magic castle just gave us 8 strength, so 8 culture, so a swing of 16 culture. So I'm a really big fan of this wonder, especially with the early 2 culture it gives anyway. It's a good castle. It's a good wonder to get in the beginning. Get up your culture production and be able to defend it or use it aggressively. Like it goes both ways. Good, successful, yeah. That will not be enough. So let's go for the end. Industry, we have more. Agriculture, same. Wonders, nice, 17 to 5. And that's it. Yeah, we were ahead from the beginning, very early. We made a mistake in the end, giving him military theory, but it wasn't punished really, because we had enough military, but we gave him an opening to get his military up. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. I did. We learned a little bit, and see you next time.